beast!
Curing blindness, a different type of jawbreaker, and a controversial scene that may make you say, oh my god.
My god.
Get ready to hopefully laugh and even possibly get offended, because today we are back at it breaking down all of the absurd medical scenes and offensive injuries from the highly popular YouTube channel MeatCanyon. Let's dive right in.
Today, I'm going to be curing someone with total blindness. We will be using a new artificial lens that will give this person sight for the first time.
Okay, so if you're putting in a new lens, typically that means that the lens of the eye that you currently have is not working, and the most common reason for that is cataract. So basically, that is clouding of your lens, making it really difficult to see.
I'm very excited. Remove the swabs.
Remove the swabs. The only time I've ever really put these on somebody's eyes if they have an arc burn from a welding torch, where they actually cause a little bit of burn to the cornea itself, and every time you blink your eyes, you're actually scraping off new cells that are trying to grow, and it hurts like a son of a gun. Yep. I think that's really funny and cool that the pupil looks like the symbol of Mr. Beast. It's really funny.
Okay, we just need you to sign a couple of release forms to be in the video. All pretty standard stuff.
Oh!
Is everything okay?
I don't think the lenses of the eyes would cause that. Maybe emergence phenomenon out of anesthesia. Sometimes people who get anesthesia will have abnormal reactions, have weird, trippy dreams.
Yes, I'm sorry. This whole experience has been very emotional for me.
Please sign!
Sometimes you can actually have a type of delirium that occurs when you're actually in a hospital. We typically see it more with a very, very sick population as well as the elderly population. You typically will develop if you are an inpatient and you've been there a while, been under a lot of mental and physical stress.
Sweetheart, are you okay?
Oh my goodness.
Subscribe to Mr. Beast!
Sometimes we have auditory hallucinations, visual hallucinations. Historically, there's been some messed up people that have actually done things to people who have been under anesthesia. There's a huge spectrum. Oh no. Did he cut his own eyes out?
God.
Oh my gosh. I've never seen somebody actually attempt to take out their own eyes, except for in like TVs and movies, but in real life, no. Wholly painful. Oh my gosh, very extreme.
I don't want to see. I don't want to see. I don't want to subscribe. Please don't make.
Why would his head be wrapped for a cataract removal or putting a new lens in? That's pretty much your anterior chamber of the eye. You wouldn't need to go into the back of the eye making incisions, so that doesn't make sense. Maybe more for dramatic purposes they would do that.
Here, take the picture for the thumbnail.
Please don't give.
So messed up. This poor kid who's in so much distress, not necessarily from the eyes themselves, but probably from the surgery and effects thereafter of being in the hospital.
I don't want this. Oh no, it looks kind of weird, man. I don't know.
It's fine. We'll just upscale it with AI or something. We'll be fine. Let's go.
If you lost your eyes by cutting them out or getting massively destroyed, can you replace the eye with like a new eye that would actually function? No, we don't have that ability right now.
I'm limited by the technology of my time.
What do we have here?
Yeah, Rick. Yes, that's Rick from Pod Dogs. First, gotta mention the wrists. Those are the smallest wrists I've ever seen. You know, there's a lot of important structures that go through your wrist. All your major blood vessels and nerves going to your hand. Our hands are so important as human beings, so they should be functioning really well.
They can touch anything but themselves.
Jesus was the Son of God. I mean, this guy was a big deal. Is he still operational, or I mean?
Yes, sir. Yes, he is.
Okay, well let me stab him once here. Okay. One more time. One more time for good measure. Wow, how cool.
Oh my God, this is pretty messed up. I've had somebody come into the emergency department with a piece of wood and a nail stuck to their hand from a work construction site. I had to, take the nail off to separate all the pieces, but nothing to this extreme. Obviously, if this rolled into a real store, you would call the police.
I was just wanting an easy $2,000 for this dude.
Keep the wife happy. You know how it is.
I mean, it's talking about his wife being happy and he's wearing a t-shirt that's got a bride and a groom saying game over.
Deal breaker.
Thanks for coming in. So, what can you tell me about this guy? I mean, is this the real Jesus Christ? The way the nails are hammered into his wrist?
Please don't touch it. Please don't touch it. Don't move it because it would actually hurt. Typically, if we had somebody in a situation like that, you try to numb up that area. You can potentially do a nerve block, but in that situation, due to the pain, you might just knock somebody out with medication so they don't have to feel the pain and remember what happened.
We have paintings of Jesus with nails through his hands, but it was in fact his wrist.
There's always the question of nails between the wrists or in the hands, and just from an anatomical standpoint, the wrist makes more sense because it goes between your radius and your ulnar bone, which would probably hold your body a little bit better than if you put it through the hand, which are smaller bones that could then slip through.
Karen from Facebook. Essential oils. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl.
Essential oils is its own separate place in the universe. They're basically plant extracts. I don't use them at the hospital. I don't know of many physicians that do. The biggest concern as a physician is if the essential oils will actually be messing with the current medications that you're taking.
But Karen accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Fear of autism. Thus, the anti-vaccination girls were born.
Okay. Vaccination and the fear of autism has been debunked. The individual who did the study had said that he lied on the data.
Using their frail, disease-ridden bodies, Blossom, Bubbles, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to being susceptible to almost every disease known to man.
Vaccines, they serve their purpose. They have prevented a ton of diseases out there. I'm a physician. I'm fully vaccinated. Many more people are alive because of vaccines.
Bring me his jaw.
Bring me
Just
his
hold
jaw.
on a second.
Enjoy the silence.
What? The mandible has been ripped off. Now, unless you have superhuman crazy powers, you're not going to be able to rip the mandible off. I have had to relocate a dislocated jaw, aka a dislocated mandible, which takes a lot of strength and a lot of force to be able to do that. Some people may be able to survive, but have lost the mandible. Could you put a fake one in versus do you just not have a bottom jaw and you can't chew anymore? And there's some difficulty with speech, but you're alive. And you know, there's also the issue of just having to grind up and drink your food versus actually chew it. Very interesting. MeatCanyon. Very creative, sometimes a little too edgy for me. I always try to swing it around and talk about some medical topics that are relevant to what I'm seeing. So if you guys enjoyed this, definitely check out this playlist right here, binge watch everything. And as always, please do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, turn your bell notifications on, and hit that like button. Thank you so much for watching, and stay healthy, my friends.